Nolan Wells' parents revealed new evidence. However, there has been no arrests. Let's talk about it. Nolan Wells' parents appeared today in a press conference with civil rights activist Al Sharpton and civil rights attorney Ben Crump. They also appeared with talk show host Michael Strahan. The information they revealed was so alarming. There is no way that the police is saying they're still investigating. No one has been arrested. No one has been questioned. This whole case, as I stated in my previous video, seems like nothing more than a hurry up and wait so we can cover it up. Like I said, just like Carmelo Anthony's, just in the reverse. Take a look at this clip of Nolan Wells' mother. She explains how she had to track his cell phone. Instead of the young men bringing her his cell phone, she had to go through her app to locate his cell phone and have her friend go over to one of the young men's house to retrieve the cell phone. Take a look at this clip.
And we know, Ben, that you said that you're going to do an independent investigation.
Yes.
And you say you have Nolan's cell phone and messages were deleted. How could you tell messages were deleted?
Well, his parents got the phone back, and that's something that's important, Michael, because they tracked this phone on Life 360.
So Life 360, but when I received the phone call from Warren, I immediately called my friend Tashima, and I said, hey, have you guys seen Nolan? Because her two sons, Jalen and Javon, like, they grew up together. They played City League sports together. When they got into school, they played sports together. And so she was like, hey, like, okay, the boys were pulling up the location from Snapchat. So the Snapchat location looks completely different than the Life 360 location. So when I pulled up Life 360, it was different. It was showing everywhere the phone had been. Like, it had, I was like, well, it's showing that he's back on land. Like, I'm not. He's like, but no, he didn't come back with us.
Well, how were you able to get the phone?
So we tracked it, and my friend Tashima went and picked it up.
It wasn't like they said we got his phone, they tracked it. And that highlights all these contradictions, Michael. The fact that they said Nolan was talking to a young woman, and she said that he said, I'm going back to get on the boat with the boys. The boys said that he said he was going to stay with her. And so that's an obvious contradiction. And then this video of this, you can hear an argument going where Nolan is saying, give me my freaking phone. What are you freaking doing? And so then his phone ends up missing. I don't know any teenagers, Michael Strahan, who says, if you believe their story, I'm gonna stay behind and I'm gonna leave my phone. I mean, no young person leaves their cell phone.
As you can see, they never provided the parents with a cell phone. It was something on that cell phone that they wanted deleted by any means necessary. And if you've seen that clip that's going around on social media showing where the boys were arguing, or a group of people were arguing, where the parents just confirmed that was Nolan's voice in the background arguing with the boys that he came with. They took his cell phone. Here, his mother is going to explain how they deleted both his Snapchats. What was on those Snapchats that you deleted? Take a look at this clip.
Tina was going to briefly touch on, we want to get the phone and figure that out.
Backtrack on that. When we finally got his phone, me and my sister went through the phone. We went in his Snapchat. He had 2 accounts, absolutely nothing. It wasn't even 24 hours, which is how long videos and pictures stay in Snapchat. And I was just like, that can't be. Like, I've seen Nolan whenever he snaps, like when he goes and he's having fun, like, He does videos. Like, there was absolutely nothing, no saved videos, and even my sister was like, yeah, that's suspicious, you
Michael,
know.
Why did they delete his Snapchat? What was on that Snapchat? Well, you know, Snapchat keeps a history, and maybe his parents is not aware of it, but they need to look in that history and see what those boys deleted. You think that was alarming? Wait until you hear what the father has to say, what he had to go through to get Nolan's car keys so he could take his car home. That was parked at one of the friends' house. Take a look at this clip.
The guy he's in one of the pictures, he came out of the room half asleep or whatever, I think Jack's or whatever. And I said, look, I'm Nolan's father. I'm here to get his keys so I can get his car. I said, he's like,
his car was in the yard.
his car's parked in the yard. So he was like, I don't know, man. Nolan's like my brother. I said, well, if Nolan was like your brother, would you please go in your room and see if you can find my son's keys so I can take his car home? He walks off, 2 or 3 minutes, come back. I can't find the keys. I said, okay, so at that point, I get the boys and I get to move them out the house because I didn't want them to go into the house and start tearing up these people's houses because there'd never be a hole in the situation. So we walk outside by the car. One of the guys that was in the house with us, he was on the phone with a girl, and the girl told him that Nolan's keys were on top of this Jack's guy's Xbox in the house because apparently she was there with him earlier. So he goes back up to the door by himself, and 5 minutes later, the keys come out. So
why wasn't his property returned to the parents when they returned from the island when they knew they had it? But yet, Mississippi police, we're still investigating it. We don't have any suspects in custody. But you took Carmelo Anthony right away. This, as I said before, they're trying to do a major cover-up. But take a look at this bombshell. Listen to what his friend had to say. This is crazy.
The boat was owned by this dude Wyatt, but when the boat got brought back, it was parked at Warren's house, which is his mom is the judge or whatever. And somebody said they drove by like later that night and like they were cleaning out the boat. Like it was like dark night, not like regular time when you would clean out a boat. It was like later at night. And then there was a girl on the boat that's not in any of the pictures or wasn't the girl that he was talking to. And when she got back on land, she turned off like her Snap location, but her best friend still had her location on Find My iPhone. And she was at, all of them were at one house for like 4 hours.
That's suspicious. Yeah.
As I stated before, that judge tried to come out and do damage control. And everybody was in her comments saying, I'm so sorry your family have to go through this. Her family. What about Nolan's family? He is gone for no apparent reason. And they're out to dinner. They're out doing their, like, just went on with life. Mississippi, what the hell is going on? Drop down in the comments and let me know how you feel about this information that I just brought to you, because I know I'm pissed off. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on those post notifications so you'll be alerted when I do a follow-up on the Nolan Wells case. Until then, don't forget to follow me for more controversial topics.